So yeah, show me your show season. Don't let anybody take it. And if anybody asks how you got that, just tell them that you get that favor. RPS and G. So yeah, show me your show season. Don't let anybody take it. And if anybody asks how you got that, just tell them that you get that favor. RPS and G.
Once again, North Greenville University and Tiffany Real Estate Farm would like to welcome you to Hayes Gymnasium here on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes a difference. At this time, we ask you please rise and gentlemen, remove your caps for the invocation. Presented tonight by North Greenville Ops Specialist Ben Johnson. Remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Lord, thank you for this day and the ability to come in and enjoy this game of basketball. Please keep all participants safe in today's game and let us honor you with everything we do. In your name we pray, amen.
And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visiting Eagles. At guard, number 2, Justin Jekyll. At guard, number 11, Ian Johnson. At guard, number 12, Marlon Gardner. At forward, number 21, Cody Pratt. And at forward, number 41, Jared McCrillis. The head coach of the Eagles is Mr. Mark Getch. He's assisted by Casey Christian. And now make some noise for your North Greenville Crusaders! At guard, a 5'10", redshirt freshman from Riverside, Illinois, number 1, Tigerville Jackson. At guard, a 6'3", junior from Weaverville, North Carolina, number 4, Daniel Burchett. At guard, a 6'1", sophomore from Simpsonville, South Carolina, number 10, DJ Brooks. At guard, a 6'4", sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina, number 11, Jalen Copley. And at forward, a 6'6", junior from Rock Hill, South Carolina, number 22, Roderick Howell. The head coach for the Crusaders in his 17th year, Mr. Chad Lister. He's assisted by Jamal Pryor and Josh Milner.
And welcome everyone inside Hayes Gymnasium here on the campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes a difference. A pleasant Monday afternoon to you as we get ready for a non-conference matchup. North Greenville stepping out of conference play to take on the Pensacola Christian College Eagles from Pensacola, Florida. Grace Sutherland flying solo tonight. Be with you throughout 2 halves of men's basketball here once again on the court floor here at Hayes Gymnasium. Starting 5 for North Greenville: Jalen Coakley, Roderick Howell, Danico Jackson, Daniel Burchett, coming off a good game last time out against Limestone, where they won 60-51, and rounding out the starting 5, DJ Brooks, one of our players to watch for North Greenville. Opening tip, knocked into the near side corner here on the left, and they'll call a jump ball. And the arrow points to the right, so well, let's see who gets possession. Now they'll reach and they'll retry the jump. Starting 5 for Pensacola Christian: Dakota Pratt, number 21, 41, Jared McCrillis, as this tip is definitively controlled by North Greenville. And we have another stoppage after 7 seconds. Here's another clock problem on the scoreboard, so getting that corrected. Rest of the starting 5 for Pensacola Christian mentioned Pratt, McCrillis. Got number 2, Justin Jekyll, number 11, Ian Johnson, and number 12, Marlon Gardner. And now we're back to action. And North Greenville has it. They'll be going from right to left across the court floor for this first half. Howell has it up top. He'll hand it off to number 1, Danico Jackson, trying to go into the corner. Brooks gets it to Howell underneath in the lane, and Howell's got North Greenville on the board first, 2-zip. Well, a half-court press against Pensacola Christian. Quick ball movement by the Eagles. They're going to go for the 3, overshooting the basket and out of bounds off the hands of Pratt, number 21. So the Eagles trying to get the hot hand early. No such luck as Jekyll misfires. So North Greenville up 2-0. Over here on the left side, Burchett. Brooks up top, now right side for Jackson. Screen set by Howell. Jackson slings it back outside. Coakley wants 3 from the right, and he misses wide left. And it's out of bounds off of Jackson, trying to go for the save. Mentioned DJ Brooks, player to watch today for North Greenville in the game against Limestone back on Saturday. He racked up 8 rebounds, 4 assists with 15 points as he went 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, and the Eagles will try to do the same thing there. Missing short, number 11, Johnson can't get it to go. Here comes Burchett from the right. He'll put it up and off the glass and in, and Burchett is on the board. Memory serves right, he's got 2 straight double-doubles for North Greenville, trying to make it 3 as pass tipped and stolen by Jackson. He'll pull up and wait for everybody else to catch up, and get his offense set. Howell sets up a screen. Jackson looking to go underneath the Howell, does so in the lane. Howell outmaneuvers his defender and gets it to go for 2 more. Roderick Howell just able to sneak around Jared McCrillis there at 6'7". And McCrillis has to tiptoe that half-court stripe. He gets it over to the left for number 2, Jekyll. Now they'll go into the corner. Pump fake on the 3 from Gardner. He'll drive in, try it off the glass a second time, no good. And Pensacola Christian, no buckets through the first 2 minutes. Jackson at the top of the circle, go left side. Coakley wants a 3 again, got it that time. And North Greenville's on the board from beyond the arc, and Coakley's got 3 points. Half-court press in effect again against the Eagles as North Greenville out to a 9-0 run. Another 3 on the way, this one from the corner. Short off the rim, no good. Offensive board to the Eagles, though. Hauled in there by Gardner. He'll swing it around to the right. Johnson has it. Johnson working against Jackson. Free throw line jumper is good from Dakota Pratt. And he gets the Eagles on the board. And he is a player to watch for Pensacola Christian. That's number 21, Dakota Pratt. In their last game against the Trinity College of Florida, they lost that one 75-69. Pratt racked up 14 rebounds, 13 points, so a double-double for him as another 3-pointer in and good for North Greenville. That's Burchett. Starting to get things going from beyond the arc for North Greenville, but the rest of Pratt's stat line player to watch today for Pensacola Christian. 14 rebounds, 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Here's McCrillis from the right side of the lane. Short on the shot, no good. Burchett gets credit for the rebound. And Burchett in the most recent games has posted up 27 points. So Burchett trying to pick up the slack of the offense as a couple of subs here by Pensacola Christian called in. First foul up on the scoreboard as well. We go up against number 2, Justin Jekyll for the Eagles. Another problem North Greenville might have to deal with as this season approaches the halfway mark is Tommy Wade and Matt Moore not playing tonight as Roderick Howell off the glass and in. Good again. Howell having a great first half. He's got 6 points already in the first 3.5 minutes. Matt Moore and Tommy Wade both sidelined right now. Wade with a brace on the left knee, so an apparent knee injury to Wade. Matt Moore sporting a big, thick boot on his right ankle. Another shot missed by the Eagles. Howell's all alone underneath the basket, and Howell with 8 points now. Howell making a case as Burchett knocks a pass away, going for that steal. Here comes Burchett, up and in for 2, and 1 more coming up.
Daniel Burchett. Foul on the shot, number 12, Marlon Gardner.
Second foul against the Eagles. Be the first against Marlon Gardner. 15:57 left here to play in the first half.
Number 4, Tyler Rose.
And I will see number 4, Tyler Rose, the 5'10 freshman guard out of Flint, Michigan, rotate in for Pensacola Christian. Jekyll will get a break, as he has the only other Eagle foul on the board. Burchett able to add the and 1. And almost 5 minutes down here in the first half. And North Greenville outscoring Pensacola Christian 19-2. First touch here by Rose over on the left side. Try and sling it underneath to Pratt. Pratt can't get around Howell, and Howell's called for the foul. And 1 more coming up for Pratt as he makes a bucket.
Foul on the shot, number 22, Roderick Howell. His first, team first.
First basket there for Pensacola Christian in almost 2 minutes. It took them about that same amount of time just to get on the board. They're trying to add the 3-point play, does so. Pratt right now for the Eagles with 3. Or with 5. He has all of his team's points so far. Howell again from the left side, fights his way around Pratt, misses a shot, trying to go for the rebound, knocks it loose from Rose. Scramble for it, the Eagles have it, they do. Good athleticism there by Gardner, able to kick it out to Rose. Now they'll go down the left side. Driving inside, shot partially blocked. Howell got a piece of that one going up against, looked like 32, Grant Smith. As now Jackson over to the right side, and nobody home for North Greenville. Throws it right in between Coakley and Brooks. Pensacola Christian, also part of the National Christian College Athletic Association. You see him out of the NCCAA. North Greenville also a part of that athletic association. As here comes another three bomb on the way from Smith. Well, maybe the Eagles are waking up here as we're under 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Of course, Bob Jones also a part of that NCCAA. Just down the road in Greenville. As here's Burchett from the top of the circle. He wants three, and he responds with one of his own. And Burchett, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, and he's already hit the double-digit mark with 11. Pass over the right side, Rose outside the arc, slings it underneath. Right side lane shot, no good. Gardner off left iron, no good. Here comes Jackson. Has the ball knocked away from behind him, and he loses it himself out of bounds. And that'll take us to the under 15 timeout. North Greenville up to a 22-8 lead here over Pensacola Christian. Got 14-17 left to play in the first half. Right now, it's all North Greenville with Burchett and Howell, 11 points and 8 points respectively for those two Crusaders, trying to pick up a non-conference win and pick up some slack as North Greenville having a couple of key injuries, but so far all Crusaders here through the first third of the first half. They're here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
Clicking on tonight's game. Once you've checked in, you'll be awarded the points and known as the loyal Crusader fan. If you don't have the Swords Up app, go ahead and download it today by searching Swords Up in the App Store. Start gaining your points and working your way towards an array of exciting rewards.
Welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network. Getting a look there at the North Greenville huddle. Head coach Chad Lister over on the left side of your screen. A graduate of Furman, Coach Lister's been here at North Greenville for some time. He's got Josh Milner, Jamal Pryor on his staff, and for the Eagles, Mark Gesh captaining the Eagle ship as the Eagles called for the over and back. So Mark Gesh guiding the Eagles and Casey Christian assisting. So North Greenville ball off of the third Eagles turnover as Jackson trying to hand it off to Coakley, can't do it. He'll hang out on the near side. Try and get around one man, head over to the right side, puts up the three, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, Covey Tate off of Tate, who just got in off that last timeout. So number 3, Covey Tate checking into the game, ball out of bounds off of him. A little bit of press on the ball here again for North Greenville, setting up at half court. Rose over to the left side, pick up Smith. Smith into the lane, puts it up one-handed, overshoots the basket, and Tate with a rebound. Get it to Jackson to take point, and he'll let everybody scoot ahead in front of him. He crosses into front court, over to the right side for Tate. Tate now up top, fires it over left to pick up Brooks, back outside to Jackson, and now Tate for three. Short, no good. Rose picks up the rebound as he'll fire it over to the left. Number 34, that's Alex Dickerman over there, fighting underneath for Pratt, able to get it off the glass and in. Pratt, 6'5", making that look easy. And it's 22-10, 12-point lead here for North Greenville as Jackson right down the middle, floats it up one-handed, missed it short. Burchett snags the loose ball. Here comes Burchett, he'll step inside for two, that's good. Burchett now with 13, and it's a 14-point lead for North Greenville as subs starting to pile up at the scores table. A loose ball knocked out of the hands of Smith. Here comes Jackson, one-on-one with Rose. No call on the contact, doesn't bother Jackson as he gets it up and in for two. First points of the game there for Jackson on that bucket as it's 26-10. Underneath for Pratt again, the Eagles go, and Pratt can't get it to go. Tate snags it away. Down the right side, Burchett gonna pop for three, short, no good. Rose with another rebound. He's got three already. Rose from the right, drives into the lane and is fouled.
Foul call number 1, Danico Jackson is first, team second.
First foul against Danico Jackson.
21, AJ Myers.
And here on the subs, we've got number 21, AJ Myers for North Greenville. Spencer Kirkpatrick also in for NGU.
Number 11, Ian Johnson. And number 22, John Clay.
And 2 subs for the Eagles, Ian Johnson, junior guard. And number 20, it was 22, John Clay also in. As here's Clay on the right side. Bring it up top, hand it off in motion. Here comes Smith. Smith gives way to Johnson. Johnson to the free throw line, in for 2, good.
Shot made by number 11, Ian Jackson.
Job by Johnson, able to get open and fire away. Still 26-12 though. North Greenville's led by as much as 17. Brooks over the right side of the circle, fires it up top. Myers bumps into his defender and draws the foul. That will go against Johnson.
Number 11, Ian Jackson is first, team third.
Only 3rd team foul against the Eagles. Is about a minute and a half away from the halfway point of this half. And North Greenville shooting 64% from the floor, 11-17. Underneath to Tate, left side, hands it off. Myers in for 2, over the basket, no good. Rebound to the Eagles as it'll be Smith taking off. He'll pull up in front court, fired over left side, Johnson. Johnson, not much room to work with going up against Myers, trips and loses the ball out of bounds. Ian Johnson had a good game last time out. Also want to consider him a player to watch along with Pratt. Johnson 11 for 22 from the floor last time out against the Trinity College of Florida. He also piled up 28 points and 11 rebounds, but Johnson kind of quiet here, only with 2 points and 1 rebound. That's a good hook shot from Kobe Tate. Able to extend the lead and get his first points of the game. 28-12, North Greenville leads. Eagles into the corner, driving in, tough shot in and good from Dickerman.
34, Alex Dickerman.
Cuts the lead, cuts the deficit to 14. As Burchett on the right side fires it. Brooks wants a long 3 and he got it.
DJ Brooks for 3.
And Brooks' first points of the game coming right there on that 3-pointer. Eagles back with it. Clay on the left side over to number 25. That is Jacob Shodamu. Looking underneath Dickerman, left side of the lane. Trying to drive in against Tate, will lob it up one-handed in and good. And
34, Alex Dickerman.
Alex Dickerman is the tallest players the Eagles have. Just shy of 7 foot even, right there at 6'9". Kirkpatrick left side, Tate over to the right for Brooks, back underneath, pass knocked away, stolen momentarily. Kirkpatrick's gonna have another shot at it, blocked. Tate gets the rebound, bobbles it, and it's out of bounds after that whole escapade. That'll take us to the under 10 timeout. North Greenville leading by 15, 31-16 behind Burchett's 13 points. Roger Cowell with 8, and Brooks starting to heat up as he got his first points of the game. And North Greenville shooting a crisp 65% from the floor, also 4 for 8 on 3-pointers help as well. So 15-point advantage here halfway through this first half here on the North Greenville Sports Network.
At this time, North Greenville University basketball would like to thank all of the Scorers Table sponsors, including Pensacola, Hampton Inn of Travelers Rest, BB&T Bank, and DLK Apparel. If you or your business would like to sponsor North Greenville Athletics, please contact Mr. Mike Asepko for more information.
Pensacola Christian down by 15. Welcome back here to the North Greenville Sports Network men's basketball tonight. And tomorrow night, our first men's volleyball action here on this very same court floor. Get to see what Coach Battenfield has prepared this year's squad for, as over the weekend, actually this past Saturday, they were in Columbus, Ohio at The Ohio State University, taking on the defending national champions in that sport. They did lose 3 sets to none, but quite a way to prepare your squad for the upcoming season, as the Eagles able to respond coming out of the timeout with a bucket. And Shodamu getting on the stat sheet, 31-18. North Greenville still leads Harris Kirkpatrick. Top of the circle, looking right, hands it off Jackson. Jackson brings it back outside. And with 10 to shoot, fires it over right side Coakley. Coakley drives in from the right, gets it back up to Myers. 5 to shoot. Myers step into the lane and bounces it in good. The freshman getting involved for North Greenville. Myers puts it back to 33-8, puts it up to 33-18. Bounce past the right side. Eagles want 3, short, no good. Howell with the rebound and a foul.
Foul call number 25,
and it's against Shodamu.
First, team 4th. Getting the game for Pensacola Christian is number 12, Arlon Gardner.
And Gardner checking back in for the Eagles, as well as Pratt. A lot of youth on this Eagles squad. There's 3, 6, about 8 freshmen on their roster, so a lot of youth to work with for Coach Gesh, and senior leadership at a premium. Only 2 seniors, that's Gardner and Deontay Hallam, who we have yet to see. As a nice bank 3 off the glass. Myers. That one was about as straight on as you can get, and Myers helping out his own cause there. Eagles on the right side, trying to step in the lane, firing underneath McCrillis. Back outside, up for 3, in and out, and in again from the hand of Gardner.
Number 12, Arlon Gardner.
Only second made 3 of the game there for Pensacola Christian. Their deficit is 16 here, 36-20. Jackson right side. Got a handful of John Clay. Jackson now takes it down the middle, loses the ball, trying to pick it back up, trying to find Coakley. And it is out of bounds. Now who's it off of? Off of the Eagles. Last touch probably there by Gardner, as he was the last Eagle to get up. Daniel Burchett checking back in as well for North Greenville here with 11 to shoot. 7.5 to play here in this first half. Inbound away over to Myers. Under 10 to shoot though. Coakley from the right side slings it to Burchett. 5 to shoot. Burchett wanting to go to Jackson, kicks it back out to Myers. Got to shoot, and Coakley puts it up, but too late. We'll call a shot clock violation against North Greenville. Losing track of time, that'll stop the clock with 7:21 to go. And here an Eagles inbound. It's Clay in the front court, over to the right side for McCrillis. McCrillis over to the left, hands it off. Looks like Jekyll. Now back over to right for Gardner. Free throw line jumper rattles out, no good. Burchett picks up his 3rd rebound of the game so far. Long pass down to Myers on the left side of the circle. Myers fires it back out to Jackson. Wide open for 3, short, no good. And a man running long down the floor. Here comes Gardner. Outmaneuvers one man, misses a shot. Over the basket, no good, as Burchett able to affect him just enough here. Is now Coakley right side, wants 3. That's good.
Jalen Coakley for 3.
Pensacola Christian not defending the arc well, as North Greenville has now gone 6 of 10 on 3-pointers here in this first half. McCrillis looking underneath, has help. Pratt off the glass, no good on the shot. Pratt leads his team with only 7 points though, as here comes Coakley, no good for what was going to count as a 3, and now an offensive charge. The charge called against Jackson.
Offensive foul called number 1, Nico Jackson. His second.
And his second foul. Only a third team foul against North Greenville, and Pensacola Christian only at 4 team fouls. Relatively clean game being played by these two teams. And officials letting them play on. And let the teams try and sort things out amongst themselves. Pensacola Christian down by 19 as here's McCrillis right side looking into the corner. Now back up to number 40. As Pensacola Christian stepped on the baseline, Justin Jackal losing track of where he is on the floor.
Pensacola Christian is number 11, Ian Johnson.
And number 40 is Ryan Snow tonight, listed as number 13 on what I've got, but he is wearing number 40 tonight. So Burchett right side here for North Greenville fires it up. Top side, number 31 there. That's Luke Raines for North Greenville. Here's Howell left side, fires it out. Coakley, top of the three, top of the key for 3, in and out, no good. A rare misfire from beyond the arc today for North Greenville. Right side pass over to number 11, Johnson. Over to Rose. And now Snow. Snow looking for Pratt, right side of the lane, loses the ball, picked up by Burchett. 3-on-2 here over the left side for Raines. 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to the Eagles here as we approach the under 5 mark. 3 on the way from Snow, in and out, no good. And Raines able to pick up the rebound. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks looking all the way to Howell's going to try and finish it off. He does.
Down, number 22, Roger Howell.
Howell with 10 points joins Burchett in the double-figure club. And it's 41-20. The Eagles now down by 21 as Snow picks it up on the left wing. Hands it off to Johnson. Trying to get a screen set. North Greenville able to stick with him. Johnson puts it up too high, no good. Gets his own rebound, and the second chance will roll in.
Number 11, Ian Johnson.
Here's Brooks over to Coakley, and now Raines right side. Raines looking underneath the Howell right side, spins, puts it up, and doesn't get the roll he needs. Pratt able to pick up only his first rebound of the game on that one. As here's Rose over the left side, McCrillis looking underneath for Pratt, able to beat Howell to the basket, and Pratt up to 9 points now, under 4 to play here in the first half. One more stoppage that we know of, at least to come here in this half. As Brooks bounced pass to Howell. Howell taking a look, gets it out to Brooks. Brooks drives in the free throw line, kicks it out range, right side for 3. No good, too strong. McCrillis able to get the rebound. And he'll fire it back to Johnson. Johnson into the corner for McCrillis, trying to get motion underneath with Rose. We'll go to Pratt right side. Pratt swarms, kicks it back out to McCrillis over the far side for 3 from Rose. In and out, no good. Brooks with the rebound. Flings it forward to Raines. He'll bring it into front court, bring it over to the left side, splits the difference over to Burchett, now left wing. Here's Brooks. He'll try and take some time off the clock as Myers back up and ready to sub back in. Brooks steps inside the circle for a long 2 and on the money for Brooks. Under 3 to play in the half. North Greenville leading by 20. And Johnson to Rose. Going up against Raines. Rose drives in right side. Swarm gets it to Pratt. Pratt puts it up over Howell but can't get it to roll in. Burchett takes off into front court. And he'll try and take it himself. Spin move, puts it up short, no good. And a rebound to go to McCrillis. .230 now to go here as McCrillis over to Snow. Snow right side up top, Rose. Rose into the corner for McCrillis. Bounce past to Pratt. Fadeaway jumper from the left side. Up, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Brooks. He loses the ball, and now it's picked up by Johnson. Johnson will drive in, blocked by Howell. Still another offensive board there for the Eagles as Johnson does not give up on the play. Here comes McCrillis. Drives into the lane, going up against Burchett, and McCrillis finally able to get that one to pay off for Pensacola Christian. 43-26 as we're under 2 minutes.
Crusaders.
And North Greenville calls a timeout. Coach Lister with 3 subs already on the bench. And our under 5 timeout will instead come with under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. North Greenville leading 43-26. Crusaders still shooting 56% from the floor, 40% from beyond the arc. So we'll bring you back for the final 2 minutes here of the first half. Still another half to go after that here in this solo game here tonight from Hayes Gymnasium. And you're watching Crusader basketball here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Welcome back to Crusader basketball here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Daniel Burchett and Roderick Howell with 13 points for Burchett, 10 for Howell, leading North Greenville up here by 17, 43-26 with a minute 52 to go here in the first half. Crusaders hot shooting. Good to see that coming from Coach Lister's squad after coming off a couple series of conference games where they have struggled to put together a consistent night of shooting. Under 10 to shoot, though, here as Brooks drives in, kicks it back out to Burchett. Top of the circle, 3, drains it, and Burchett is on fire tonight. That'll put him up to 16 points as he is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc tonight. Jekyll around the circle and travels for Pensacola Christian. Fairly even rebounding-wise. North Greenville does have the edge by 2, though, but the offensive boards in favor of the Eagles, 6-3. Myers on the left wing for the Crusaders into the corner for Kirkpatrick. He'll bring it out and is fouled from behind by Jekyll on the reach-in.
Justin Jekyll.
And he has second.
Team 5th.
Still only a 5th foul against Pensacola Christian, so 2 more fouls before we have any surefire free throws. As here's Kirkpatrick on the left side in the final minute of the first half. Brooks from the right, slings it up top. Burchett open again for 3. Got it.
Burchett for 3.
And a timeout, Pensacola Christian.
Pensacola Christian.
That'll be their second called timeout. So the Eagles left with 2, North Greenville with their full complement. 50 seconds left here in the first half. As here in this first half, North Greenville has dropped 7 threes on Pensacola Christian. Coach Ghost trying to figure out what to do as the three-point defense absent for the Eagles this first half. Giving up an average of right around 34% on the season. Pensacola Christian letting opponents have. Right now, North Greenville 47, so well above that mark. Eagles ball here with 50 seconds to go in the half. Or no, Pensacola Christian, that was their first called timeout, so they still have 3 left. As pass tipped and stolen by Tate. Right in the middle of the passing lane there. And 35 seconds now left. North Greenville can hold, but they've got to take at least 1 more shot. Brooks to Kirkpatrick over the left wing. Burchett's there. Burchett is the man to watch tonight, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Over to Brooks' right side, kicks it back up top. Burchett, a long 3, and that one in and out. That'll turn the shot clock off with 15 seconds to play, and now the Eagles can have the last word for the half. Over to the right side, ball bobbled, but hauled in, 5 seconds to shoot. Lost again by Clay, and it's out of bounds off of Myers diving for it for NGU. So 3 seconds to shoot. And Grant Smith switching in for Shotomu. So let's see what Pensacola Christian has here with 3 seconds to go. Inbound will go to Clay. He's got to put it up, does, and hits it at the buzzer. That's good for 3. Well, Clay's able to cut the deficit back to 20, but North Greenville almost hits the half-century mark and got another jersey change just realized out there. 32 is not Grant Smith, that is Micah Keener. So the Eagles playing a bit of musical jerseys tonight, but at the half, and North Greenville, but we're here at the half, and North Greenville will take a 20-point lead into the locker rooms behind Daniel Burchett, who has 19 for that half. Howell cashing in another 10. Great night, or a great start to the game for North Greenville. We'll have to wait and see if they can finish it off. Crusaders lead the Eagles 49-29. Step away here for a halftime break and bring it back just before the start of the second half for news, notes, and more, as we are the only Conference Carolinas team in action tonight, I believe. So we'll double check on that and bring you back here for the start of the second half here on the North Greenville Sports Network. And welcome back to Hayes Gymnasium here at the half. Actually, half just about over between North Greenville and Pensacola Christian. Crusaders lead the Eagles by 20, 49-29. Here's a breakdown of the numbers as they go right now. North Greenville shooting 57% from the floor. That got as high as 65 back during the first half. They've dropped 8 threes on Pensacola Christian. They're 8 for 18 for 44%. North Greenville only 1 free throw attempted that whole half. They made it. Pensacola Christian shot 37% from the floor, 25% on threes, and the Eagles also only had 1 free throw, and they made it. Pretty close in the rebound battle, 19-18 in favor of the Crusaders. And speaking of the Crusaders, they're also winning the turnover battle, 9-7. Daniel Burchett once again having a game as he has 19 points on 4 rebounds and an assist. So Burchett very close to that 20-point mark. Roderick Howell had a good half, 5 of 7 from the floor, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Jalen Coakley cashing in another 6. DJ Brooks with 5. AJ Myers also with 5, and Kobe Tate rounding out the Crusaders scoring with another 2, and Danico Jackson also throwing in his name there with 2. Dakota Pratt leads all Eagles scorers with 9 points. Ian Johnson has 4 points and 4 rebounds. Alex Dickerman with 4 points. And then Micah Kenner with 3. Let's see, Shodamu has 2. John Clay with 3. Gardner with 2. And Jared McCrillis with 2. North Greenville, the only Conference Carolinas team in action tonight per the conference schedule. Tomorrow, though, Erskine and Emmanuel will go at it at 7:30 in men's basketball. North Greenville back in action Wednesday night. They'll have a conference doubleheader against Southern Wesleyan. 5:30 tip for the women's game, 7:30 tip for the men's game. We'll be right back in this building tomorrow night. First men's volleyball game of the season. North Greenville taking on the Queen's University of Charlotte, coming off their road trip to Ohio State to play the defending national champions in men's volleyball. So we got to get the first men's volleyball game here at home. So that's a look at the conference slate the next few days and the breakdown of the numbers for this ball game. Pensacola Christian lined up and ready to go. North Greenville as well. Burchett, Coakley, Brooks, Howell, and Jackson ready to start the second half. And the Eagles will inbound it, and we are underway for the next set of 20 minutes. Jekyll over to Pratt, long free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. A rebound will go to Burchett. Burchett once again in the hunt for another double-double. He's got 5 rebounds after that one. As now Brooks on the left wing has it in control for North Greenville. Jackson backs it up to half court, heads over to the left side as he hands it off to Brooks. Burchett over to Coakley with 10 to shoot. Howell back over the left side. Jackson will bring it up top, 5 to shoot. Over to the left side, drive in, good step by Coakley, misses it short, no good. Ball tipped and rebounded by Johnson for the Eagles. Johnson gonna try and take it himself. Now he dishes over to number 12, in and good for Marlon Gardner. And the Eagles are on the board for this half. Coakley over to the right side for Brooks. Back up top to Burchett. Now left side in the hands of Jackson. Jackson will bring it top side, step inside the circle. Long 2, in and out, no good. Howell, though, with the rebound and fouled by Pratt.
Ball control by Crusaders.
Or no, it's just called knocked out of bounds by Pratt, so it'll stay with North Greenville, no foul. Inbound out to Brooks. And now in and out of the hands of Jackson, but he hauls it in. Burchett right side, looking in the corner, got Coakley. Coakley into the lane, puts it up, and doesn't get the roll, but he's fouled. So that will be a foul against
Foul call number 12.
12, Gardner,
His second.
for his second.
Jalen Coakley the line for 2.
And first free throws here of the second half. Coakley to the line. Only other free throws North Greenville's had this game so far is Coakley makes the first one. Burchett went for a and one all the way back in the first half.
Micah Keener.
And Coakley puts the lead back up at 20. Minute and a half in here to the second half. Pensacola Christian down by 20. Ball in the hands of Gardner, swinging around to the right side. Pick up Jekyll. Jekyll swings it back. Has Johnson. Johnson to the right side of the lane. Misses it short, no good. Ball rebounded by Howell, but he's got a defender hanging on to it. Jump ball will favor the Eagles.
Jump ball controlled by Pensacola Christian.
That was Ian Johnson hanging on for dear life as Howell was trying to rip it away and take him and the ball down the floor. 10 to shoot for the Eagles here. Right side jumper up and no good from Johnson, but here's the fouling we've been waiting on.
Foul called number 22, Roger Howell.
That's a foul on Howell for his second.
First.
And this will put Gardner to the line. Gardner makes the first one. On the season, 89% free throw shooter for the Eagles. Only attempted 9 coming into tonight, though, as he makes them both. It's 51-33, North Greenville with it on the right side in the hands of Jackson, up to Brooks, or that's Coakley left side for 3. Didn't get it, and he'll try and pick up his own rebound. He does, as he's tripped up by Jekyll trying to get around the left side.
Foul call number 2, Justin Jekyll. His third.
And that's Jekyll's third foul.
Year of the game for Pensacola Christian.
And he'll head to the bench, and it'll bring Rose back in. Inbound sails out to Brooks. Brooks takes a step inside the circle. Now back out will go to Jackson. Jackson and the North Greenville U in the logo that stretches across the middle of the court floor. Now Jackson has it once again, trying to get over the right wing. 10 to shoot. Jackson to the lane. Bounce pass over to Coakley from the corner. 3 in and out, no good. Rebound to Pratt for his third of the game. Pass tipped, and Burchett will pick it up. Good defensive stand there by Jackson, as here comes Burchett. Will take it himself, and he's fouled. No good on the shot from Burchett. We'll head to the line for 2.
Foul call number 32, Micah Keener.
And a foul is on Micah Keener for his first foul.
Daniel Burchett to the line for 2.
Burchett mentioned already 1 for 1 from the line tonight, and gets the first one here. Now put up a second one. That one's good as well. So Burchett 3 of 3 from the line tonight, and North Greenville's lead stabilizing at 20. Rose over to the left side. Pick up Keener over there. Now back outside the circle up top. Johnson. We'll move it left wing. Trying to go to Keener, can't do it. Gets it to Rose instead. Rose will move toward the left. Find Pratt underneath with 10 to shoot. Pratt trying to back his way in against Howell. Slings it over to Gardner. And now Rose right side 3 off the rim, no good. Brooks able to pick up the rebound. Brooks will back it up to half court here and now head over to the left wing. Jackson comes out from underneath. That's where Brooks goes to Howell, and Howell is fouled. Go against number 21, Dakota Pratt.
Foul call number 21, Cody Pratt. His first.
That'll be his first foul.
Roderick Howell the line for 2.
And Howell's going to shoot 2 here. And missed the first one, high arcing one. Line change for the Eagles, 3 in, 3 off.
Christians, number 22, John Clay. Number 34, Alec
John Clay, Alec Dickerman, 2 of those, and Jared McCrillis will round out the substitution. Howell, too strong on the second one as well. Lead remains 20. Eagles over up top side now in the hands of Dickerman, and now Rose across the key. Over to the right side, driving in, nowhere to go. Rose still in the corner, slings it over to McCrillis. And now Clay. Clay up top with 10 to shoot. Pass tip. McCrillis gets it. Slings it over to the left side for Dickerman, who tries to one-hand it in and does.
Shot made, number 34, Alec Dickerman.
Now when you're 6'9", not really much far to go to the basket as it's 53-35. Brooks trying to go underneath the Howell one-on-one with Dickerman. Misses it off the back iron, but is fouled.
Foul called number 34, Alex Dickerman. His first.
Alex Dickerman picks up his first foul and put Howell back to the line for 2 shots. Now the Eagles, they had 5 team fouls all the first half, and now here they have 5 team fouls as Howell makes a first free throw not even 5 minutes in. Howell makes them both, dialed a little bit back on the free throws. No real foul trouble for North Greenville to speak of. Howell has 2 and Jackson has 2. They're both on the floor right now. As Rose gets a handoff from McCrillis over to the left side. Clay wants 3, no good. And rebound snagged by Rose. Over to McCrillis, fadeaway left side, no good on that one. Rebound tipped and brought down by Brooks. And high pass, almost stolen. 5-on-4 here for North Greenville as Burchett steps into the free throw line and drains it. Burchett, 8 of 11 from the floor tonight as he has 23 points. Here is Keener with it, trying to get it to Rose in motion, and an easy scoop and score there for Rose. Keener able to draw 2 defenders with him, wide open lane there for Rose to take. 15 minutes to play here in the second half. Burchett on the left wing gets it up to Brooks, and now Jackson on the right wing. Howell comes up to set a screen for him. Jackson will take it down the middle, trying to find Burchett. Ball's loose, scooped up by the Eagles. 3-on-1. Coakley, the man in the middle, and they'll sling it back right side. McCrillis off the glass and in.
Number 41, Jared McCrillis.
57-39. As here's Jackson. Up top, finding Howell at the free throw line. Howell now looking for help. Gets it back to Jackson. Jackson from the right will put it up and is fouled. Catch number 22, believe there, John Clay on the foul.
Number 22, John Clay. His first.
That's his first, and that will also take us to the under 15 timeout here with 14:20 to play. North Greenville leading by 18, 57-29. Crusaders have led by as much as 23 this ball game as they have held the lead from the start and are looking to cruise to a non-conference win here over the Eagles of Pensacola Christian on the North Greenville Sports Network. Eighteen-point lead for North Greenville over Pensacola Christian. Crusaders in cruise control mode here with 14:20 left to play in the second half. Jackson to the line here for free throws as Pensacola Christian, the fouls starting to mount up. 16 fouls already, one more, and North Greenville will have a 1-and-1 for the rest of the game. Jackson able to get the first one. And the second one to boot. The lead is back to 20. Johnson will move it up for the Eagles. He'll try over left side. Clay is over there. North Greenville trying the 2-3 zone, it looks like, defensively. Try and keep the Eagles outside the circle here, as from the right side, a tangle up and a foul as Johnson drives in against Howell, and they'll catch Howell for the blocking foul.
Foul call number 22, Roger Howell, his third.
That's his third
team
foul.
Second.
And this will count as a shooting foul. So Johnson to the line. Johnson, a 57% free throw shooter on the season, able to make the first one. He has been to the line the most for the Eagles, 26 of 45 on free throws coming into tonight. Able to get them both. And it's back to an 18-point lead for NGU. 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Burchett's got it on the right wing. Screen set by Coakley, fires it up to Howell, and now Brooks over left side. Brooks will bring it up top, hand it to Coakley. Coakley back outside to Howell. And Brooks gonna launch a long three, short, no good, from the hand of, pardon me, Jackson. That was number 1, Jackson. Short on the 3. North Greenville's dialed off with the pressure on those three-pointers. They were 8 of 18 back in the first half. They've missed their first 2 here in this half as Howell strips the ball away, gets it to Burchett. And Burchett over to Jackson right side. And he'll bring Burchett in motion to the right. Jackson goes left, fires it to Brooks for 3, in and good. There's a three-pointer this half for North Greenville. And it's 62-41. 9th made 3 of the game for North Greenville out of 22 attempted. Clay with McCrillis and now Johnson right wing. Looking to go underneath, fadeaway jumper from Pratt, in and good. And Pratt, the first Eagle of double digits tonight with 11 points. Left wing underneath pass looking for Howell, makes a break for the basket, in and good. Howell continues his fantastic night. 14 points and 4 rebounds there for Howell. Rose got a handful of Jackson, able to get away from him and go to Johnson. Johnson to Clay. Clay around the left side, looks for Pratt. Pratt to Rose. Runs into Howell, shoots over him, misses it short. Howell with the rebound. Long pass down to Burchett behind the defense, and here comes Burchett.
And the first number 4, Daniel Burchett.
Burchett with a head full of steam, able to put it down. And there's Pratt, stuffed by Howell. Gets it back, though, has it poked away by Brooks. Burchett to Brooks, 2-on-1 here. Pass tipped and knocked away by the Eagles. And now a reversal of fortune for the Eagles as here comes Clay. Dribbles the ball off his foot and out of bounds, and that one will get away from him.
Year of the game for your Crusaders, number 3, Kobe Tate. And for Pensacola Christian, number 12, Arlon Gardner.
Couple subs on for the Eagles.
Ryan Snow, and number 34,
As Burchett
Dickerman.
able to get up to 25 points. His last basket, a exclamation point for this game. And Burchett looking like he was trying to channel some of his inner Troy Blyden. Graduated last season for North Greenville. Pretty good player at Troy Blyden. Coach Lister continuing to look for it, try and replace some of that offensive production. Blyden graduated, Cartagena graduated. Jai Jenks trying to replace him, the underneath presence in the lane. Tommy Wade out with a knee injury for the foreseeable future. Trying to find somebody to fill that void. Ball knocked out of bounds. Here comes Burchett. Tries to alley-oop it in, can't do it. They'll put the foul on Gardner.
Arlon Gardner, his 3rd, team 7. Daniel Burchett, the line for 2.
And Burchett right back to the line for 2 shots. 3 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe. Gets the first one. Such a good roll on those free throws for Daniel Burchett. Got them both. Burchett on the season for free throws for North Greenville, 85% on the season. Pensacola Christian trying to answer from the corner for three. In and out, no good from the hand of Gardner. Athletic play by Jackson to keep it alive as they'll head toward the right end goal. Jackson up top, slings it back, and Coakley wants three. Got it.
Jalen Coakley for three.
Coakley, once again, he's attempted the most Crusader threes at 9, and he's made a third of them. As here comes a hook shot in and no good from Shodamu. And now Jackson back outside the circle. Coakley a second time for three. It's good too.
Coakley for three.
Back-to-back threes for Coakley, and he's got 6 more points. As he's the third Crusader to hit double figures with now 14. And another Eagle turnover out of bounds off of Dickerman. And here's Myers back in.
A.J. Myers. Timeout, Pensacola Christian.
And the Eagles call a timeout just shy of the under 10 mark. 74-43, North Greenville pouring it on now. And now they'll leave the Eagles with 2 timeouts. Tell you what, we'll take it with them and bring it back for the rest of the second half as North Greenville has pushed the lead to 31 over the Eagles from Florida here on the North Greenville Sports Network. And just about ready to resume action here from Hayes Gymnasium. Class is getting ready to start in just a few days here at North Greenville. School is closed today for threat of a little bit of winter weather. The massive cold that has been settling in across the southeast, finally, we think, moving out. But a little bit of moisture moving into the area as well, so school officials deciding to push things back a day and make sure everybody stays safe, and we'll get things started up here later in the week academically. Inside of athletics here, North Greenville trying to start off the academic school year with a win, and Howell able to save Jackson on the short shot as Howell gets the bucket, and 16 points for Howell tonight. 76-43 as we're under 10 to play here in the second half. And pockets picked there by Jackson, one-on-one. Spin moves, hooks it up and in, good, and Jackson. Nice little spin move there. Here comes Clay for the Eagles over to the right wing. He's got a pocket full of Jackson again. Got a pass away to number 12, Gardner. Gardner trying to take it down the lane. Wave the basket off and call a foul against Burchett.
Number 4, Daniel Burchett is first, team third. Entering the game for Pensacola Christian is number 2, Justin Jekyll.
Not a shooting foul, so it will be an inbound coming up for Pensacola Christian, and the Eagles trying to play a little bit of strategy, and so we're now to our under 10 timeout. 9:27 to go, and we'll step away again for a break as North Greenville leads by 35 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Eagles inbounding here, 9:27 left to play in the first half. North Greenville leading by 35. Inbound able to pick up Johnson. And now to Jekyll. Jekyll over right side. Has some help over there with McCrillis and a Crusader foul.
Foul call number 3. Covey
And it's
Tate.
against Covey Tate for his first. Fouling's picked up here in the second half. 7 against Pensacola Christian, 4 against North Greenville. So another Eagle inbound with 20 to shoot. Here's Shodimu on the right side, trapped by Burchett, able to get away from it. Shodimu drives in, kicks it over McCrillis, left side Jekyll to the free throw line for Dickerman, who kicks it out to Johnson for a deep 3, no good. Rebound will go to Howell with Burchett trailing down the floor, 3-on-2. Here's Burchett, loses the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Crusader inbound coming up here with under 9 to play. Goes to Howell. Howell doesn't have the shot. Kicks it out to Myers. Top of the circle. 3. Got it.
AJ Myers for 3.
North Greenville 12 made 3s on the night, as it is 81-43. Here comes Jekyll. Kicks it out right side. McCrillis back to Jekyll. Jekyll moving into the corner and fires it out of bounds. Officials say pass tipped, and Burchett might have got a hold of that one, as here comes Kirkpatrick. Spencer Kirkpatrick checking back in the game, switch places with Covey Tate. Inbound to Jekyll. Jekyll over to the left side for Shodimu. Shodimu underneath the lane. Johnson stuffed by Howell. Offensive board into the hands of Jekyll. 5 to shoot. Across the circle. Shodimu. 2 to shoot. Got to put it up here. Here comes Johnson. Drains it at the buzzer.
Shot made number 11, Ian Johnson.
That's the second buzzer-beating shot Pensacola Christians made. They made a 3-pointer at the end of the first half. Burchett on the left side of Myers up top. Now right side Jackson. Jackson now steps on the top of the circle. Myers left side wants a 3 again, and he got it again.
AJ Myers for 3.
Myers now with 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, and he has 11 on the night. Here's Jekyll to Dickerman at the top of the circle, going to Johnson. Back to Dickerman. He'll try the long 2. That's no good. And Howell gets a rebound. Roderick Howell in contention for a double-double. That was his eighth, so 2 more rebounds needed for Howell. With 7.5 minutes to play. As here comes Jackson. Splits the difference, misses a shot. Dickerman gets the rebound, and here come the Eagles once more. Johnson at the top of the circle, steps in the free throw line, dishes off to Dickerman as he was blocked from behind. Burchett long pass left wing to Myers. Myers drives in, stuffed from behind, and the Eagles keep it alive as McCrillis got a hand on it. Here's Johnson right wing. Burchett picks up the loose ball as he over-dribbled it, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Shodimu.
Here's the game for the Crusaders, number 10, DJ Brooks.
And Burchett
Jalen Coakley
coming to play tonight. 27 points for Burchett. He's been on the floor for 31 minutes. 4 steals for Burchett tonight. 2 assists and 6 rebounds, the rest of his stat line. As here's Howell over the left side for Brooks. Brooks, Kirkpatrick, and now Myers in the right side corner. Tries to take it himself. No, he goes into the corner for 3. Short, no good from Jackson. Offensive board, though, to Coakley. Out to Howell at the free throw line. Back out to Myers for another 3. That one short, no good. Eagles in the scoring threat as here comes McCrillis. Out jumps Howell, but misses a shot. Long pass intercepted, trying to go for Howell, picked off by Johnson for the steal. Johnson will pull up at the top of the circle for three, miss it wide right. Kirkpatrick with the rebound, that'll be his second. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. North Greenville up 84-45. Myers around the screen of Howell, gets it back to Howell. Howell away from the defender, drives in, misses it, no good. Dickerman with the rebound, that is his second. Rose will bring it into front court for the Eagles, trying to test the right side, and off the glass too high. Rebound to go to Myers, got a 2-on-1 here. Over the left side, Kirkpatrick's gonna try and put it up, got it good. And Kirkpatrick with his first points of the ball game. And a line change coming up for the Eagles here. Stacking up 4 subs in front of the scorers table. Johnson left wing for him, drives into the lane, kicks it back out Dickerman. Dickerman fights his way in against Howell. Howell with a block against him twice. They'll call a foul on the second one.
Foul on the shot, number 22, Roderick Howell, his fourth foul against Howell. That's about the only negative thing to say about this night for him. Everything else has been stellar. And Dickerman missing the first free throw, and only 4 subs though to make here on this free throw. Have to wait for Dickerman to make a second one for Pensacola Christian. Can't get the second one to go either. Tate gets the rebound. As Brooks will bring it into front court for the Crusaders. Head over to the far side, and timeout. Crusaders
called with 4:59 to play in the second half. That timeout called by North Greenville, but this should go as our under 5. So we've hit our under 5 timeout, 4:59 to play. 86-45 North Greenville trying to pick up their 5th win of the season before they step back into conference play against Southern Wesleyan on Wednesday. That is North Greenville's next game coming up January 10th. That part of a doubleheader, 5:30 tip-off again for the ladies and 7:30 tip-off for the men. Both those games against Southern Wesleyan. Next game up for Pensacola Christian. They have come here to the state of South Carolina for 2 games. They will have a 6 p.m. Well, I believe it's a 7 p.m. tip-off time, but their website says 6, but that's because Pensacola, Florida's just barely in the central time zone. So 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central tip-off time against Columbia International University down in Columbia, South Carolina on January the 9th for Pensacola Christian. Luke Raines back into the ball game for North Greenville. Raines with a rebound in the stat book, as here's Kirkpatrick on the right side. Slings it over to Coakley left, and now Raines. Back to Kirkpatrick on the right with 10 to shoot. Looking underneath for Tate, back out to Coakley. Now Myers from the corner with 2 defenders in his face, and he still got it.
Myers for 3!
Myers on the 3 again. 4 of 5 now from beyond the arc. 4.5 to go here in the second half. Pensacola Christian into the corner, and it is Keener for 3, short, no good. Or no, that was Snow. Offensive board though for the Eagles, so new life. Underneath for Snow. Back out to the right for Keener, and now left here for Gardner, who can't get it to go. Rebound will go to Tate. Raines will bring it into front court, fire it over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick slings it back out left side, now in the corner. Myers again for 3, no good. Out of bounds off of Kirkpatrick. And back to the Eagles. That's some problems with the court floor and the left-hand goal. Something dropped by number 12, Marlon Gardner. Maybe lost a contact. Gardner's going to have to come out because of it.
And
it'll put Jekyll in.
Justin Jekyll.
So under 4 to play here. 89-45, North Greenville leads it. At the top of the circle in the hands of Keener. Keener trying to get it to Pratt. And a foul against NGU. That's their 6th as a team.
Foul call number 3, Kobe Tate.
And it's a foul against Tate for his 2nd. So one more foul, and Pensacola Christian's in the 1-and-1. Inbound will go to Snow left side. He'll bring it out of the corner and get it to Keener. Keener over to the right for Clay. Clay drives in the lane, puts it up, no good. Tate with the rebound. 4th rebound, or 6th rebound for Tate as here's Raines left side. Back outside the circle to Coakley. Back to Raines, he'll go, and he'll give it to Kirkpatrick left side. Patrick looking back to Raines. Raines, Kirkpatrick left. Back to right side for Raines. Raines takes it over to Tate, puts it up, tried to get the one-handed roll in, and he does.
Kobe Tate with a flush.
Well, not the best of dunks, but Tate will take the 2 points. Here's Snow, blocked by Coakley, who picks up the rebound, and then he has it stolen away by Clay. Here comes Clay, in and good for 2.
Player made number 22, John Clay.
Under 3 to play here in the 2nd half. North Greenville up 91-47 with Raines to Kirkpatrick. Trying to find it's Tate underneath, over to the right side. Coakley for 3, in and out, no good. Pratt with the rebound. Right side throw, 3 on the way from Clay. That is no good. A little too short. Here's Pratt with the offensive board. He'll miss the shot. Pass tipped and brought down by Clay. Into the corner for Keener. Keener drives in from the left, off the glass and in, good for Keener.
Number 32, Micah Keener.
And that'll put Pensacola Christian a point shy of the half-century mark here with 2 to play in the 2nd. Raines stripped of it from the side, out of bounds. Last touch by Keener.
Crusaders number 10, DJ Brooks.
And here comes DJ Brooks back into the ball game for NGU. Brooks gets the inbound right side, drives into the lane, kicks it out. Kirkpatrick, 3, corner, got it.
Spencer Kirkpatrick for 3.
5th different Crusader to hit a 3 tonight. That's Kirkpatrick. On the Crusader foul here against number 3, against Tate for his 3rd. And they'll send Pratt to the line. Can get the Eagles over 50. There's 1. So 1 more coming up. $12 points on the night for Pratt. I'm gonna give him 13.
Timeout, Pensacola Christian.
And timeout called by the Eagles. That'll leave them with 1. So we'll take it with them here. North Greenville trying to finish this one out. Up 94-51 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Minute 40 to go here in the 2nd half. North Greenville ball. Welcome you back to the 2nd half here of men's basketball. North Greenville leading 94-51 against Pensacola Christian. The Eagles left with 1 timeout left. Let's see if they use it here in these final 90 seconds. Raines going up top to Brooks. Brooks having another great night for North Greenville as Brooks going to Kirkpatrick, now over to the right side for Myers, underneath for Tate with 10 to shoot. Tate can't hook it in. Brooks tonight with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists for DJ Brooks. Real solid utility player tonight for North Greenville. Right side pass over to Snow for Pensacola Christian. Snow drives into the lane, gets it back to Clay. Clay stripped of it, but picked up by Pratt. And that'll give him 15 for the game. Final minute here of the ball game with North Greenville trying to cruise this one out. 94-53 they lead. Raines wants 3, no good, in and out. A little too much side spin on that one from Raines as here comes Keener over to the left for Clay, underneath Pratt. Back up top to Snow. Snow right side for Jekyll. Pass tipped out of bounds by Myers, so it'll stay with the Eagles. Clay has it right side with 10 to shoot. He'll give it to Jekyll. Jekyll steps inside the circle for 2. Off the mark, no good. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. North Greenville can hold this one out. And that's what Coach Lister instructs to do. Hold DJ Brooks just across the half-court stripe with 10 seconds to go. Good win here tonight for North Greenville as 5 seconds left on the clock. They will take this one to the buzzer. So Brooks runs out the final 20 seconds of this one, and North Greenville cruises to a dominant win over Pensacola Christian, 94-53. They led by as much as 46.
Taking on Southern Wesleyan University at 7.
And the final score again, 94-53 for Pensacola Christian. They shot 32% from the floor, 13 for threes, and 77 on free throws. North Greenville able to get the edge rebound rise, 41-36, and they win a turnover battle, 11-15. Dakota Pratt led all Eagle scorers with 15 points, 5 rebounds for Pratt. McCrillis cashing in 4. Ian Johnson, 8.6 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Gardner cashing in 6 more points. Rose with 2. Clay with 5. Shodamu had 2. Kenner had 5. And Alex Stickerman rounding out the Eagle scoring with 6. For North Greenville, a handful to pick from with Jalen Coakley cashing in 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Roderick Howell had a great first half. He carries 16 points, an assist, 8 rebounds. And Danico Jackson, 6 points, 3 rebounds. His impact in the assist category, 9 assists for Danico Jackson. Daniel Burchett led all scorers tonight with 27 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. DJ Brooks, 8 points. Kobe Tate, 4 points. AJ Myers, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. And he racks up 14 points, 3 rebounds and an assist. And Kirkpatrick rounding out the Crusader scoring with 5 points and 3 rebounds. So now time to announce your Moses Greer Player of the Game, and I really want to split it because you can divvy this game up by the halves. And Roderick Howell, first half, his performance was lights out for North Greenville, so he is your first Moses Greer Player of the Game. And how about we give the nod to AJ Myers? Doesn't normally see a lot of playing time, but he made it count tonight in that second half from beyond the arc. So your co-Moses Greer players tonight, Roderick Howell and AJ Myers, for their performances tonight for NGU. Just about time to sign off, but we'll be back here in Hayes Gymnasium tomorrow night, 7 p.m. first serve for our first home game for the men's volleyball team. Coach Bettenfield's squad will be in the house tonight, or tomorrow night, so if you can't make it out here, hope you can join us here on the North Greenville Sports Network for men's volleyball tomorrow against 7 p.m. And then Wednesday, doubleheader against Southern Wesleyan, that getting underway at 5:30. So a short list to thank tonight. Myself, Grace Sutherland, and Alan Cahaley, camera producing, and a whole bunch of other stuff tonight. That's it for us. Join us tomorrow night here on the North Greenville Sports Network.